Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monaco and Monte Carlo. Um, really excited about this one, and I got a couple things I got to explain before we get out on the grid and get this race started. I had a corrupt save, so all the races I put on YouTube, that career is gone. But here we are back at Monaco, and things are a little bit different. When we left off, we were 6th in the point standings. Now we're 4th. We took a win in Bahrain, and that made the difference because obviously I can't control what the AI finishes. They don't always finish in the same places, obviously. So, if say Hamilton finished in 2nd or 1st in Bahrain, but finished 12th in Bahrain this time around, there's going to be a major discrepancy in the points values for each driver. So we're ended up in 4th, and I don't remember who's ahead of me in the top 3. I think Raikkonen's up there, which is pretty cool to see in the Lotus, I think we're going to be driving for them. I haven't made up my mind yet. It's either going to be, hopefully, I'm going to be driving for a Mercedes in the Silver Arrow or Lotus. I haven't decided. Because, well, I'll get into that. So anyway, since I had to reinstall, we put in 2 new mods, and one of which is True to Life AI, it's called. And the guy who made it is an absolute genius. It's got so many tweaks, I couldn't even begin to name a quarter of them. Some of which I will name. The AI breaks much later when they're under pressure. They make more mistakes. There's a lot more engine blowups, gearbox troubles. There's also a more realistic damage model, but it's not so severe as the one I had last time, where if you just clipped the wall going 5 miles an hour, you were out of the race. The guy who made it, I hate to say it, it went a little bit too far. This one, it's still, if you hit the wall at any decent speed, and you clip it at any decent speed, you're going to lose a front wing. But you're gonna, you might puncture a tire half the time, but you're still gonna be able to get it back to the pits and continue your race when the damage is fixed, not be out altogether. And that was really messing me up in a lot of recordings. And I hit the wall, and in most cases, if I hit the wall and have to pit and I finish 19th, 20th, fine, so be it. It's still gonna go on YouTube. But there's a lot of times I had to stop recordings and just simply start over because of that. So we have that new AI mod, so they break a lot later. The safety car fix is also a part of that package. There's a lot more undercutting from the AI. There's a lot more overtaking, a lot more wheel-to-wheel action, a lot more aggression, and definitely what you would see. The guy tweaked everything from how they exit pit road to how they enter the pits, to how they react under safety car conditions, where they're warming their tires and they're on the brakes and, keeping the brakes warm and the tires warm. And when it comes race time, man, they get really feisty. And the other mod we did is, I put in some new cameras, and with the cameras, there's actually a feature that simulates the G-forces, because the camera shifts left and right depending on which way you're turning, to simulate the G-forces, and you also get the sensation of the car bumping and suspension going up and down and stuff like that. And when you're going over a curb, you can kind of almost see the suspension arms lifting as the tire comes up off the track surface and onto a curb. It's really cool, and you'll see it as we get onto the track and get underway. But anyway, the setup, we qualified in 7th. We made it to Q3. We ended up 7th on the grid. Very happy with that. We were a little bit slower in Q3 than we were in previous sessions. I don't know what that was all about. We ended up running a 1:16.3, I think. And it was really weird because I did that time in primes in practice. We were on prime tires, and I think it was even faster. It was almost a 1:16.1. And then in options, I broke into the 1:15, so it was 1:15.6, and I was really happy to make that kind of time in a Force India car. I was ecstatic going into Q3 for Monaco with Legend AI. I was like, all right, there's a chance we can be on the pole here. But Alonso showed up, and Rosberg and Raikkonen, and they're running high 114s, and I just can't compete with that. It was really close to Weber, Massa, and Hamilton. I think we were all in the 116 area. See best lap 116.2. So setup going in. Pretty much just go over it really quickly. You guys can pause it. I noticed I made a mistake here. That value should be 53% rear balance, not front. And we have high brake pressure because we're on the brakes a lot here and we want to be able to get on them hard. Balance, high roll bars for the front. Helps turn in because we're going to need it. Corner and grip, not so much of an issue because there's not that much high-speed corners. We just need to be able to turn in nice and good for the slow corners. Suspension, really low ride height because we're not going to be using the curbs. And then we have really stiff springs to help with the bumps, especially going up the uphill coming out of turn 1. Gearbox is left default. Found that to work the best. Somebody's texting me right now. On our third engine, 99%. Alignment, full camber in, full toe in, front and rears, respectively. And that is about it. So I think we are going to go out to the grid. Our engineer, Andy Knight, is going to wave us out. Next Formula 1 game, they need to have different engineers for different teams. Like, you go to a different team, and oh, there's Andy Knight again. I don't think it really works that way, does it? I never noticed it. But yeah, one of the cameras, and I'm not going to use it here, maybe in a faster track that's more open, is a cockpit cam that's very realistic. You sit further back. I'll show you. This one right here, you're back and you're low. Really low. So let's get going. I'm going to kick it to Rich, try to get past some cars. Get on the outside of Weber, he's already pushing me. Give it all my curves going up the uphill. We've already picked up 3 spots. Kick it back down the standard mix. Let off the throttle, kind of coast through Casino Square, right on the back of Raikkonen. Feather in the throttle here. On the brakes hard, going towards the hairpins. Seeing sparks flying. That's not unusual. These cars are really low right now. Down towards the bay wall. Going into the tunnel. Unfortunately, I don't have curves, so we're going to lose some ground to these guys. Don't turn it too early. Going down to the chicane. On the brakes at the 100-meter sign. See, that guy's trying to pass me on the inside going into a chicane. That's how aggressive they are. Looks like it's Hamilton too, so that doesn't surprise me here at Monaco. Flat out through here into the swimming pool. Turn in, watch the green barrier and the cone, but the cone's safe to hit. Into Rascas, a famous corner. Up the hill, coasting through here. You don't use too much curb, and then hold it flat out down the straightaway, and that's a lap of Monaco. So with that said, we're kind of just really going to take it easy and play defensive here. Looks like Hamilton's going to my outside. I'm going to shut the door on him. I just want to try to conserve these tires as much. Oh, we lost part of our wing already. That shouldn't affect us. Hamilton, if you try to pass me in the hairpin like you did in real life, I'm going to be upset with you. Used half my curves here through the tunnel. But really, if I can just get a points finish, I'll be extremely happy with that. Watch that red barrier on the right side. I just pointed to it like you guys can see that. Oh. It's alright, we'll be fine. We're gonna have to make it. I gotta start driving more careful here. So all my curves going down the straightaway, kick it to Rich Mix. That's not Rich. I don't know why it's not letting me have Rich Mix right now. There we go. Just taking it really slow. I got a train of cars behind me, so I am off the pace, even though it says that I have the fast pace. Really had to jump on the brakes there. Down into the hairpins. Hugging that wall. Looks like the front three have run away on us, the podium anyway. Get on the curves immediately. I like to use half the bar here and then leave the rest coming off and going down the front straight towards start finish. Holding it flat out. This is probably one of my favorite corners to take in this game. So we got to make it to lap 8 to get rid of these primes and get our wing fixed. Looks like Hamilton's going to go squeeze me. I'm going to have to let him through. Try to overtake him on the straightaway. We're going to be able to. Going into turn 1. Would have the outside. Yep, he's going to have to brake early. Giving him room. We take the spot back. That was awesome. They all bunched up back there at the bottom of the hill. Gave us a little bit of breathing room. He's faster right now because he's got more downforce on his front wing than we do. We obviously have some damage. But we're gonna try to hold him as best we. Ooh, accident behind us. I don't know if it was an accident or somebody losing a front wing. Can't tell. Alonso looks like he's got his rear wing or front wing. Or that might be Massa. I think Alonso's in the lead. That's Massa behind us. Watch our fuel. I'm having a hard time through that corner and very tight now because I don't have the downforce I really need. And we went deep here too. Rosberg setting the fastest lap with the 116, which we're capable of running. Just right now I can't with the wing damage. We also don't have DRS, so I'm sure he does. I don't know if we could run 116 around this track without DRS right now. Trying to push it a little bit harder, but I'm very concerned because one more tap, we're going to have to go to the pits, and I do not want to go to the pits until we have to. Not here, you lose way too much ground. It's a relatively short pit road. But I mean, it only takes a minute and 15, between a minute 15 and a minute and 18 for these AI cars to get around this track. So you're going to lose a lot of positions. And we're going to lose positions. I just want to hold on to this one as long as I can. We're going to cut this corner a little bit. Braking even early. Just want to be able to take this corner smoothly and be able to hold it flat out without any issue. Hit the comb, but that's all right. No problem there. So our race pace is, went deep. Yep, there goes the front wing. We're gonna stay out though. Gonna stay out and try to hold our position as long as possible. I'm just gonna let Hamilton through. He's faster than us. There's no point. But you have to be very careful under braking. Shift my brake balance to the rear. Car has no grip at all right now. I mean, I knew this was gonna happen. I'm not the best Monaco driver. I was really happy to get into a 115. There's people out there running 112s with some of these setups. That's where I got the setup from. It's actually made around a McLaren, and the guy who used it ran a 113 with it. So I said, I'll give it a try. We've got to watch the chicane. We're just gonna go right through the middle. We'll get the warning. We'll deal with it. Just gotta make it. You gotta hold out for 2 more laps. And then we'll get repaired. Massa's gonna go by. No, he's not either. We picked it up just in time. Just gonna keep shutting the door on him. Hamilton just set the new fastest lap. That figures, because how much pressure he was giving us. We're 3 seconds off the pace, though. The car is just not responding to my commands right now the way I want it to. I mean, I've seen drivers run around this track without a front wing. It's like the only place you can do it, because the speeds are never that high. I mean, we're down to about 20 miles an hour right there in American terms. About 50 kilometers an hour. Probably settled, probably down near somewhere near 15, 20 miles an hour. Gonna watch going through here. Gonna brake extra early, let off the throttle here, and just block the chances. Oh, he hit me. He should have backed off, but he didn't. I purposely closed that door. Oh, we don't want a tire puncture now. One more lap, baby. Come on, one more lap. That's all we gotta do. I already see the stippling on the tires, so these super softs have really started to go away on us. Yeah, I feel bad for. Oh, it's Grosjean getting in the back of me. How astute of you. We're gonna pit this time by. Get prime tires. We're gonna stay on the rich mix to make up as most. I mean, we can't make up any ground against these guys, but whatever little advantage I can get right now in terms of speed, straight speed, I'm gonna take it, because we don't have any cornering speed at all. Now imagine doing this for 78 laps. I know people do it and they love it, and I've done 100% Monaco, but it's brutal. Because there's no time to think at all. Like, the people that can race this track without assists at all, my traction control has been lowered to medium. I kind of slowly but surely get rid of the assists. I just felt the tire stop gripping right there. It was like it gave up on us. I had to back off. You heard me let off the throttle. So we're going to come in the pit, going to kick it to the lean. And we're in pit road. It's going to be a long stop. So we got some damage to fix. It's like nobody's coming in with us. We might have pit one lap late, but let's see how that works. Good stop for a front wing repair, 5.5 seconds. Now let's see how these primes let do us. Back in 12th. Okay, these guys haven't pit yet, they're still on options. We'll just run rich as long as we can. Watch the wall. Last thing I want to do is lose a wing now. It's going to be smooth and steady, baby. That's all I want. Because these primes are actually pretty fast around this track. You gotta remember, a yellow stripe is a soft compound tire, even in 2013. I think the only color change was the hard compound, and now they have an orange stripe instead of dark gray, which I really like. I think the dark gray was really dull looking, ugly. At least with a bright orange, I think it looks different. It's pretty cool. So we're in front of our teammate, which is good. Okay, I think cars are going into pit now. Yep, they are. Let's see how many we can get out. Oh. Oh. Literally hard to hold my breath there. Back in the points though. That's all we wanted. got a good gap too. So we pit at the right time, kind of. Based on all the damage we had, I think we made out all right. Catching up to the cars. I don't know, those are slow cars or if that's Grosjean up there. I hope it is. I got some news for him. Can't wreck everybody on the track, Grosjean. Not like you do in real life anyway. Sorry, Grosjean fans, but I don't really have much respect for the Frenchie. Any more cars in the pits? Yes, there were. 8 spot. We got another spot out of that. 2 spots, back in 7. Beautiful. So we back to where we started. 3-second gap to Grosjean, which we might make up. Hopefully he's harder on his tires than we are. Kick it to standard. I want to be able to save fuel for the end. Plus rich mix, I mean, it helps, but getting into these corners appropriately is what matters to make the most speed. Okay, our pace is good. I'm gonna try to take Rascast a little better. Very happy, very, very happy right now. We're gonna get some good points. Well, not a lot, but enough to peak right where I want us to be. We might drop some points to Hamilton now. We might go back into like where we left off the series, which would be great. It'd be absolutely what I want. Because I was heartbroken, guys. I really was when I logged on. Something happened with Steam. It did some update, and you know how Steam saves everything to a cloud, which it's innovative, the whole cloud storing thing, but at the same time, it's kind of asinine. Maybe I should just take autosave off and just start saving stuff to the actual game folder instead of Steam. If that's how it works, I'm not sure. Oh, lost a little bit of wing. It's all right. Dump the rest of my curves. Get a recharge. Up the hill we go. A little bit of curves. 1.5 seconds off the pace that lap. I don't see it. I mean, legend difficulty, man. The little bit of damage we took to our front wing's not affecting us at all. My grip level's still the same. No safety cars though. I'm actually very impressed. There has not been a safety car called. Because with the mod itself, not with me calling it, the actual mod, there's a safety car fix. Depending on accident severity, there's like a good chance the safety car will come out on its own for different things. If a car is stranded on a track for too long, a safety car is going to come out. If it loses a tire, or you know, if you lose a tire or breaks a suspension arm or blows an engine, chances are a safety car is going to come out. Because you're not going to get that car back to the track or back to the pits without a tow or a forklift coming to get it. Like we've all seen many times at this track, a car is in the wall and you see a big forklift come with the big belts to pick it up and hoist it off. There's one right there. We're passing them right now. Big cranes. Gotta watch that curb. Can't use too much of that. Vandergaard's catching me a little bit, but I don't think we'll have too much trouble from a Caterham. Maybe. I know they got Kurz now, I think. I gotta start taking Rascats better. I feel like we're losing time there. And this corner. I'm not exactly sure how to take this corner. Every time I feel like I'm taking it fast, either I let the back end get away from me and I end up sliding into the wall, or I get a corner cut. So I don't know how the AI is so much faster than me there. Any tips would be gladly appreciated. Like a proper braking point, because right now I'm relying on the line for that section, because I just simply don't know the proper braking point for it. I feel like I always have to brake early there just to be safe. A lot of these corners, I kind of know where the braking points are. Like going into the chicane up here, I know the 100-meter sign on right about now is when I'm going to get on the brakes. And then this one, the lamppost, that black lamppost and the 50-meter sign, it's kind of when I just let off the throttle a little bit. This one's a little bit tricky for me too. Vandergaard caught me quick. That's a little bit unrealistic, I think Caterham is a little bit too strong right now. Maybe not. It's both Caterhams back there. Caterhams or whatever, however you Caterham or Caterham, whatever they're pronounced. Have to start pushing a little bit. 4 laps to go. I don't want anything bad to happen, and I don't want to lose the spot either, so I'm questioning myself. I don't think, there's no way I'm going to catch Grosjean. He somehow 17-second advantage, god damn it, over me. So I don't really feel like there's any need to push it. I feel like it's just be safe right now is our best bet. Get points. Because as long as I keep up the current pace I have, I don't think those Caterhams will get around us. Vandergaard. Forget who's driving the other one. Botas maybe? I don't know his name. This actual camera gives you the sound of the engine as if you're watching from a chase cam. That's pretty neat. This is a camera I don't mind because it gives you a good view of the tires, and you're still kind of in the cockpit, like you're Shaquille O'Neal or something in an F1 car. Ooh, good thing I tapped the brakes one more time there. But you guys, you see what I'm talking about the suspension moving? The travel of the suspension? It's pretty neat, right? I highly suggest anybody with F1 2012 PC to go get this mod. and the 2013 mod by Vitek. Until we get a real 2013, it's the best option. Because not only are the cars right, it's actual, the cars, the drivers are there, but so is the actual 2013 pace for those drivers. So their times are all different according to the new aero packages, whatever they're running. And of course the Pirellis have made a big difference this year. As we saw in Silverstone, in a bad way. Hamilton had I think a left rear blowout that almost caused a major incident, I believe. I didn't really follow the Germany race, the German Grand Prix. I was busy that day. So I don't know how the Pirelli situation was at that point. Yep, grip's going away. Not bad though. I think it's time to kick it to Rich. See, you don't even have a split second to pay attention. I think the Caterhams behind me have been running on Rich Mix themselves. Went deep, that's not good. Oh, we're screwing up now. Gotta get out of this camera. Look at the cockpit. Oh my god, I can barely see. I mean, you can barely see when the next corner's coming. I envy these guys. Like I keep wanting to raise my head up and look like they do in real life. That's too much. It's props to the guy for doing that though. Go to this one for a little bit. I like the offset cam once in a while. It doesn't bother me. Damn, Colin, I thought I broke you 20 times already. Man, we are screwing this corner up every time. Alright, last lap of the race. Let's make it a safe one. As I say that, I almost felt the car spin out. Thank God we had high brake pressure. And Alonso takes the checker at Monaco. Gonna have the champagne with Prince. Good for him. Oh, there's our front wing gone. One lap to hold them off. Can we do it? That's what happens when I change camera views when I've been racing the whole race. With one in particular. I'm gonna have to shut the door big time. Just hold the inside line on them, not let them get around me. Or brake really late. Or early, rather. Let off the throttle there because the tires gave out. They're both right on me. I'm holding them up big time. Whole train of cars behind me. What's going to happen in the last corner? Looks like I'm going to hold them off. Take it nice and easy on a full curves. And we're going to take 7th place. In the points. Good finish for Force India. We didn't set our objective. But we got what we wanted. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry about that little interruption. So we end up taking 7th, and we're 3rd in the Drivers' Championship. But Vettel's right behind us, 5 points. Hamilton, 10 points behind. Weber's up there in 6th. Massa's 7th. And beating Grosjean, so I think we're going to have a good chance of making him our rival, or Kimi our rival, and beating him. We'll see how that works out for us. I'm happy for Kimi that he got that place. And that was the interruption. People texted me. Don't look so disappointed. We got points. We're 3rd in the championship. Anyway, guys, that is it for Kevin James at Monaco. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you did. And it really helps me out a lot. And subscribe for more of this stuff, as I say every time. I shouldn't have to say it anymore. If you enjoy it, subscribe. It's what cool people do. So Alonso wins, and he's a star. Yeah, well, not so much anymore, I don't think. And the next race, we're going to Montreal, which is a track I loathe. I'm not very good at it, but we'll see what we can do. And should be a fun one. And we're winning in our teammate challenge, so I'm really surprised we're not promoted to team equally yet. He has more. Well, that's wrong. Kobayashi is apparently my teammate. That's wrong. A little glitch. So apparently he is out-qualified us a couple times. Or has more fast laps. But yeah, Drivers' Championship, 3rd place. And 5th place in Constructors, which is kind of right. I don't see us being front of McLaren or Sauber. Maybe Sauber. McLaren, no, I don't think so. I think we've just been doing really well. But anyway, guys, I gotta go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like I said, and I will catch you guys next time. Take it easy. Bye-bye.